Welcome to the UK E-liquid mixing show. It is a Wednesday night. It's time for a little bit of mixing chat, a little bit of general chat. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to put all your questions in the chat. We have plenty of people in there that will answer you, and so will people on the cast. We have a lost soul out there. Our own mixing guru is not feeling too well, so Graham is laying in bed. He's got hay fever, so he has done a rain check. So he won't be on, but he'll be back next week. So don't worry about it. He's just feeling a little bit rough. So I'll go around all the casters. I'm Benny Vapes. We've also got our own mixing detective, which is Liam Sherlock Holmes.
Hello.
We have got our own mixing Jesus, which is Bobo from the Vapory. He can't talk because he's out of sync. He's messing around. And we've also got the one and only, the chairman of the board, which is Kentucky Bill, the chair. So welcome.
Hi.
And welcome everybody in chat. Hope you are well. We will get Liam, while Bobo's messing around trying to sort his sound out, we will get Liam just to read out chat for us if you so wish.
Yep.
Right, can you hear me?
Yeah, just out of sync, mate.
Right, still up the sync.
Talk again.
Hello.
No, you're fine now.
Sounds okay.
Right.
Leave it.
In chat tonight, we have James Rivera, Hooked on Funk, Live Lounge Liquids, Rajid Van Mahid, Lee the Vapor Anderson, Zippy Zone, Graham, Vapor Queen Becky, Free Ride Vapor, Graham Maberley, Papa Chigley. This is where I slowed down again. DIY Down Under, Scott Morrison, Graham Spears, Stuart Valentine, Full Moon, Above the Clouds, The Irishman, Mr. Anderson, and Fee. If I've missed anybody, apologies.
Daytime Frank just showed up.
And
Also,
DDF.
Casey Kasem, he's counting down the custards to number one. It's
a long old struggle. So yeah, so thank you very much for that. Anybody else that is missed out, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. And we'll see that Liam has got a new, their lasses just backwards and forwards. You will see that he's got a new camera and he's also got a new microphone. It's not an oven in the corner, so don't be thinking that. Don't think he's on fire. It's a new microphone. So he's been out and spent some money and got everything up and running, because we were talking about cameras last week, and after the show, and he's decided to plump and go get some stuff. So yeah.
Thought it was about time that I upped my streaming game, especially with everybody else looking so professional.
Exactly, he's upped his game, and even Bobo's gone in 4K by the looks of it.
All right, isn't it?
It's spot on, mate.
And my webcam died about 10 minutes before I joined the Zoom meeting. So it's like, I'm off my phone again, but it does. It looks all right, doesn't it?
It's spot on. It's absolutely spot on, mate.
Use it all about this big now, though.
Oh, right. So you've got to use it on your phone for right.
Yeah.
That's all right. You don't need to see us.
Yeah, you don't need to see us. You don't need to see us. So we will go around and see what everybody is vaping on. We will start with Bill.
I knew you were going to do that. I am on the Minikin 2 with the Dead Rabbit V2 on top of it. And in that, I have what I'm calling butt van cake. So basically, it's Philadelphia butter cake and some vanilla that I'm trying out, which is that smooth vanilla, and a few different cakes that I actually have in it. And also I am on the Evil Dildo with the Arbiter on top. And in that I have some Berry My Breakfast, which is basically stuffed French toast that actually tastes really good for berries. And also I have the Peacemaker on the Cold Steel. And in that I have Bill's Nuts. So I will throw it over to Liam. Yeah, I'm like over 1,000 mil of Bill's nuts now. I fell in love with Bill's nuts at a late age. You know?
Yeah. He's got his old sap rising. Who's you going to pass it on to, my friend?
Liam, yeah.
And so tonight I'm on my usual Tesla Invader 3, which you can now see in HD.
Look at that.
With the profile 1.5.
Oh, yeah.
And in that, I am vaping some apple pie, which I believe I actually did for an OGA show back in January, and actually found it in my cupboard. So I thought I'd give her a vape up.
Very nice.
It's really nice, but I'm not too sure if I'll release because it's a little bit light on the crust. And I will pass it over to Bobo.
I am on the, everything's out of whack. I'm on the big boy with the fat rabbit with the Odan, and I have still got Liam's Summer Oasis in there. And I have got the usual everyday bang, which is Vapor SO4s with the PMP VP on it. And inside that, I have got some Kanzi with about 30 milligram of nicotine salts in it, and I have been flying. That's all I'm on as well, and I've got a cup of coffee, so I'll pass it over to Bill.
Oh, hey. So even with 4, he still does it. Oh, I'll give it to Benny.
Thank you very much. I'm on the Aegis Solo with the ether on top, and inside that I have got some Sigwid, I would say Sigwid, bourbon tobacco. It's vanilla bourbon tobacco. Also, I'm on the Deco with the Arbiter, so we're twinnies there.
Yeah.
And inside that, I've got some lemon jizz. And I'm also on the PAL 3. And in that, I have got some Just Juice lemonade.
Nice.
So that'll make. So yeah, we'll go have a look down, crats, see what everybody is doing. I did get one that somewhere.
That Arbiter is nice, isn't it, Benny?
The Arbiter, yeah, I do like it, yeah.
It is. If you hit that, and it's not hard to hit that wick. If you hit that wick, it is really good.
I find sometimes if I don't wick it right, it can either gurgle like mad or dry it like a bitch.
Yeah, but it's really not that hard to hit the wick. And there's a wicking tutorial on it that's out there that basically pretty much tells you exactly how to hit it. And it's, real easy to.
Yeah. I've only done it a couple of times. Sometimes if I'm rushing, I put a little bit too much cotton in. And it doesn't like too much. You've just got to have the right amount, and then it eats like a bitch.
But I'll tell you what, for top airflow, it'll rival any bottom airflow going. Man.
Oh yeah, I think flavor fantastic on it. Lee the Vape Anderson asked, did I still use Rainbow Vapes? Yes, I have used Rainbow Vapes. I haven't ordered Note for a while because obviously I've had to cut back a little bit because penny's a little bit short at the moment because I bought stuff for reviewing, so to get me up. So I've got a bit on review side of things, so I haven't bought any concentrates from Rainbow Vapes for a while. But yes, I have used them. I don't know if there was a reason, if they're having a sale on or anything. If you let us know, we'll go back down. I get everybody else up now. I haven't seen that I've been in Skint's new video today. I haven't checked Skint. I've been busy today, so I haven't caught up with me reviews. But yeah, I'm guessing because I had a little dig of them on NUVS. We did, which if you haven't seen, it was a Mortal Kombat of the Vaping Hid doing it in the desk. So I did a Mortal Kombat remix of it.
Yeah. Well, no, actually he did. I mean, he was doing different reviewers beginning and later, and you were in, and so was Big D. And as a matter of fact, so was Vaping Heat is in it. So
right.
It's like a bunch of different people, but it just shows you when you started out and where you are.
Oh, is he doing that one? That's because
he's just doing volume 2. He did volume 1 a year ago.
Yes.
And did volume 2. So
that's because I bitched at him and said, "Why want to help first one?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Fuma saying, did you see you in skin? No, I didn't see it. We got up to there. Banana, but. Upton Funk saying how to make fresh fruit flavor creamy. Add some cream.
It depends on whether you want a light cream, a thick cream, a sweet
Every
cream.
there's different creams because every cream
Yeah.
is a light cream. There's a whipped cream. They all do
Yeah.
different things. There's like your vanilla swirl can be a little bit ice creamy sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So it depends what you're wanting.
Yeah, just don't think that you like cream a whole lot and put in a bunch of it. Speaking of putting in a bunch of whipped cream, hello, late night vape show.
Mick.
Yeah, he come in like right on cue. It was like almost we're talking about putting whipped cream in something, and there's Mick.
Papa Jiggly said he's released a recipe for you, so I will have a look at that. We have got some recipes to show off, which I think Liam's hosting that.
Well, yeah, as a see if my PC will actually cope with it and it doesn't fall over.
Sure we do.
We can't answer that question, Mick. The only person here that knows how to make hairy eye is Graham, and he's not on tonight. So,
Rocket Junior saying try some creamy vanilla from Mollenberry. Says that's quite tasty. So you might want to get some of that, Jay. Try a bit of that. We'll talk about some vanilla. What are you thinking about that vanilla, Bill?
it's only been steeping a week, and it's not the vanilla that I was looking for. The smooth vanilla from Flavor is what we're speaking of there. I was looking for more of a vanilla extract kind of vanilla. I've got another vanilla that I've still got to try here. I've got the Vanilla Classic from Vape Train, and I still actually haven't tried. I've got the Epic Vanilla from Mullenberry that I need to try as well.
If you're looking for just a plain vanilla, exactly like an extract, it's the TFA vanillin.
You've got vanilla, haven't you?
Vanillin, yeah.
Vanillin? Oh, I have the TFA vanilla, and I use it quite frequently. But
Yeah, that's pretty much just an extract.
yeah, it's close. Yeah, but I really like vanilla, so I kind of went after a few different vanillas.
Yeah,
vanilla. Anytime you're doing nuts in something, and then you throw a little vanilla in with some nuts, it really, I like the combination of those two things in with different things, ice cream or cake or custard or whatever. When you throw some nuts and vanilla in with them, I really like the flavors that I get out of it that way.
Alex Man saying, where do you guys get your concentrates from? I get them from a few different places. Because he's saying it's about £3 to £4 here for 10ml concentrates. Dark Star usually come as 30ml. They're not too bad because you get 30ml rather than this. So if you're looking for your Capella and your TFA, Dark Star do 30ml bottles of it, and they're not too bad. I think they're about £4 for 30ml, something around about there. Rainbow Vapes is round at about £2. Nom Noms, they do them there around, depending on which ones you get in there, around about £1.50 at £2. It depends which ones you're looking for. If you're searching for a specific concentrate, you might have to go to a few. Chef's is probably the dominant one that has nearly everything you're going to be looking for, but they can be a little bit pricey on some of them. You can get them cheaper on other places. That's what I found. I don't know about what you found, Liam or Bobo.
I normally go to Chef's first because it's just the convenience of everything pretty much being there. But yeah, I've used Rainbow Vapes before because Rainbow Vapes seem to be quite cheap for flavorings.
Yeah, I generally go with Rainbow Vapes with my first port of call. Use Dark Star quite a bit, Chef's a fair bit as well. There's probably a couple of others there that I use every now and then.
Yeah.
What about you, Bill, for your side of Woods?
I'm Bull City, pretty much. Although there's a can't think of the name of the place now. There is, I think it's DIY or something DIY mixing or whatever else, and I use it because they have a lot of the flavors that a lot of places here don't carry. They carry, I don't know what the Zippy's here, but they carry some real flavors. They carry some soluble rum. They carry some chefs. They carry, not a whole lot of. They carry like 8 or 10 flavors from a lot of these places, but they have got a lot of different stuff, but just not the entire line of different stuff. So you can find, some for those. So when I'm going for something exotic that I can't get in the States or whatever, I usually get it through there. But if I'm just going for regular TFA Capella or something of that nature, it's pretty much Bull City, because Bull City shipping is like that.
Right. People are saying the e-cig shop, I know there's Wizard Vapes. They seem to have like 20% off all the time. So I get an email. What's a good thing to do is on these sites, actually sign up to the, subscribe to the newsletter, because you get quite a lot coming in that'll say like, oh, we're having 15% off Capella this week. We're having 20% off as 10ml concert vapor will do it, and they all do it. So if you go on them sites, just make sure you subscribe to them. They send you a load of shit through sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Trying to flog you stuff, but sometimes it'll come through and say we're having a birthday discount. That Chefs is usually the one that does that. They put on just randomly put a 20% off site wide, don't they?
Yeah.
And don't advertise just randomly someone's birthday, and they'll say, "Oh, it's 20% off."
Isn't there one that does it on like Fridays or something?
Folkstar do that for batteries every Friday.
Yeah.
If you want batteries.
Yeah,
But that's batteries. You can't get juices.
No, they only do batteries.
Battery juice. Yeah. I mean, batteries have juice, so that they got to be juiced up so that your model runs. So there's technically.
It depends where you...
From Folkstar the other day.
You bought some?
200.
Oh, did you? Well, you'll get them. What is it? What you did it wholesale?
Yeah, there's been a shortage of batteries everywhere, and all the wholesalers the last couple of weeks. It's been an absolute nightmare. I was like, right, you know what? Fucking 200.
I was just saying, if I order stuff from the UK, there's a potential I'll be taxed. It depends. If you're in Southern Ireland, you may well be. If you're in, but the thing about it is that it does come. Usually, they don't come in a box. They usually come in an envelope, or it depends who send. They might come in a jiffy bag. So you may not, because they are only food flavourings. So it's not like an electronic device or batteries or anything like that. They are just food flavourings. So you may find that you don't. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's in America, if they get charged customs or out like that. Would you think, Bill, over your end?
I don't know. The only thing that I've gotten really from over there on my end would be coils from Proper Coils by using Late Night Vape Show 10, by the way, and got 10% off. And I've gotten those a couple of times and really hasn't been anything on them, but that's coming from John, who's in, Ireland. So.
Jay did rephrase that. He did say what creams would. He said he rephrased it. What cream would we pair with a fruit? He wants to know. I quite like a sweet cream, TFA sweet cream. That's quite nice with a bit of fruit.
I'd go for a little bit of FA fresh cream or Jungle Flavors fresh cream.
I don't like the fresh cream.
Yeah,
it's got a right weird off note.
Yeah, it's almost like an acetone note, isn't it? Like nail polish.
Yes.
It normally steeps out after about a week and a half, 2 weeks on the fresh cream for me at least. The Jungle Flavors one is the same as well.
One-on-one whipped.
Or I would also go for Cinnabon condensed milk. It's like that Nestle sweetened condensed milk. That would go fantastic with cream, with fruits.
Just a minute, we've got to stop the show a second. We've got to stop the show because someone's in.
Someone has shown up.
Trust me, I know I'm good at this stuff.
And we're back.
All right.
Made a bumper, I might as well use it.
Yeah. you've got a lot of play out of that bumper, actually. You know, it's worked out all right.
Yeah, exactly. Mark Haynes, no problems, mate. I have sent it today, so it should be with you. Usually guaranteed 3 days. I only sent it in second class. Costs a bloody fortune to send second class sign for. So you should get it in the next couple of days, mate. So yeah. Oh, we lost Liam.
I'm Bill.
No, Bill's gone for a walk. Everybody's left us.
I've overdriven, so I've got to get some.
I thought if Liam was going to go, I wasn't going to hang around anymore. It's the only reason I'm here.
We've got him in voice. He's overdripped. He's wet himself. Call him an overdrip Rick.
I had that today, man. I was going to the doctor today, and I had on a white shirt, and I took coffee with me.
Coffee.
I'm driving up the road, and of course,
so then you had to go in with a stain down your top then.
yeah. It's like, I haven't showered in a week, you know. Let's go.
He's back. Overdrip Rick's back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know how much first class. I always say second class, so I don't know. It might be. He's saying it's 30p extra, so I might have to just go for first next time.
Yeah.
I've never asked. They just say, "Do you want second class sign?" I say, "Yeah, that'll do."
Shrek, you're telling Benny to spend an extra 30p. I mean, you may as well tell him to go kill his first male born. He's not going to do it.
Yeah. So we'll see if anybody got anything in chat. So yeah, so I like a little bit of sweet cream. I do like Bavarian cream, which is a little bit thicker.
Yeah. Yep. And I said I like the whipped cream, the one-on-one whipped cream, but a lot of people are saying that the Wonder Flavors whipped cream now that they've come out with is actually rivals it. Huh?
Yeah, it's the Wonder Flavors one is excellent.
What about you, Bobo? What have you? Do you used any creams? Do you like any creams?
That's all there. I've got a customer on Facebook speaking to me. What creams? I like using is it TFA, the Bavarian cream, DX?
See you later, Dick.
That's probably my most experience with it. Put a little bit of custard every now and then if I want to like cream something up, just like at a low percentage. But I haven't really played around with an awful lot. I'm not a creamy kind of vapor. An awful lot. Just tastes like congealed milk most of the time to me. It's like, nah, that's no. But yeah, that's probably about it, to be fair.
Yeah, I like strawberries and cream, but then I've got some where those are already kind of mixed together or whatever else. Other than strawberries, I don't really use cream with a lot of fruits that much.
I was just looking back through the chat. Has Michelle Hughes been on camera? Have you been on a mixing show? Because Rachel seems to be. I must have mixed it.
I didn't know that she could. I thought she was like a vampire. You couldn't see her on a camera.
Yeah.
No, wait, that's in a mirror or something. How do they shave, by the way, if they can't see themselves in the mirror?
Yeah. I don't know, yeah.
Feels like feel, man.
Took mine there. You all right, buddy? Yeah. So we have got a couple of recipes that people have been doing. So do you want to? From last week we had a couple. So do you want to pop them up, Liam? We'll have a.
Yeah, I'll just call up.
Oh, just a minute, Jay, because he gets stuff from Dartstar. Jay, have you had customs from from chefs when you've had what is it? Concentrates delivered, mate? Does it just come straight through and you have to pay customs? Because that'll be same as if you're going to Southern Ireland because it's Europe, won't it? So if you can let us know in chat. Oh, you and Higgy, right. I see. I guess right. Rocky Toon is mixing up a rude and tooting for you, Benny. Thank you. Everybody likes that a little bit. I didn't know what to call it, to be honest with you, sure.
Right, so the first one I'll call up is from Disco Potato, which is from I believe it's last week's show.
Yeah, last week where chat was the wheel winners.
Hopefully that should have been instant, so you can see it now.
We can see it. Yes.
Okay, so it looks like a really nice blackberry ice cream. So we got blueberry extra from TFA at 1%. We got the new Wonder Flavors blackberry Mora at 2.5%. SSA raspberry syrup at 0.5%. TFA vanilla bean ice cream at 3% and 2% vanilla swirl. Now,
Yeah, that Mora blackberry, I haven't used that yet, but it's supposed to be really nice.
yeah, it's a really good blackberry. One of my favorite blackberries used to be the vape tree, but that leans a little bit more towards a candy blackberry,
Right.
whereas the Wonder Flavors Mora is more. It's got a little bit more authenticity to it, so it just about pips here at the post. So if I'm going to reach for a blackberry now, it's going to be the Mora, and with the combination of the blueberry extra there as well, which is quite a nice. Looks like a nice little thought that, just to bring up those dark berry notes a little bit, I expect.
Yeah. So it does look nice because I like that you use Vic Bean as well for the ice cream part of it.
Yeah, now I know some people have problems with pepper from that, but I don't mind. I don't mind the TFA Vic Bean, but I actually been persuaded lately by Zippy to get the Flavor West.
All right.
And the Flavor West is really nice. It's a really nice thick ice cream. I think for me it actually beats a liquid bar.
No, see, I didn't like the liquid bar. So still not a fan of liquid bar.
Yeah.
I like the liquid barn. Hooked answered your question, didn't he?
Yeah, I did see that. It says that. So the Irishman, if you're looking at that, he's saying that if customs is over £130. Yeah, you might want to give it a try.
And Mike Kane said, what's a good percentage of Bavarian cream to go with fruits?
Around about 2%. 1.5%, 2%. Depends which one it is.
Depends on what one, yeah. I think most of them are pretty much around the same sort of percentage. There doesn't really seem to be a lot of difference in strength, just actual taste. I mean, the Flavor West Bavarian cream is really nice, but it's got more of a caramel note to it than the others. The TFA one is nice. Wonder Flavors SC, maybe a little bit stronger, but that's more of a stiff cream for me as opposed to an actual Bavarian.
Yeah.
And then Jungle Flavors is my favorite Bavarian. It actually tastes like a Bavarian cream.
All right.
What is a Bavarian cream?
It's a thick cream. It's that thick cream that you get in a Bavarian slice, isn't it?
Yeah, and they
yeah.
And they use a little bit of there's a little bit of gelatin in there to actually thicken it up.
Yeah,
it's almost a pudding for what we would call a pudding in the US. I mean, basically it's close.
Right, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, whereas the stiff creams that you get, it almost tastes like a fake vanilla cream. I think those have got a little bit of starch in them, just to thicken them up a little bit. So it gives a slight difference in taste.
Pippa saying mix Mora at 2% with 1.5 wild berry gummy candy and 0.5 for Laura jammy berry, and add your favourite cream and thank her later.
I've got a mix with the Mora and the wild berry gummy candy, and they do pair really well. They do pair really well. I might put that on the list and give that a mix when I do some mixing later on this week, hopefully.
Oak saying, not a pudding, Bavarian is more fluffy.
Not really. We have fluffy pudding here, Hooked. It's about our pudding, not yours.
Yeah, you've got pudding, different things that we do.
Yeah, right. Pudding. We have different pudding here, and it's closer to a pudding almost. It's
yeah. Sheck was saying, what's wrong with Vic Bean from TFA? People get Oak says some people get a pepper taste from Vic Bean. I never have. I paired it with some sweet cream, and It's fine.
I like pepper too, but I have never tasted pepper in anything I've vaped, but yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, try that bit of Bavarian, play around with it. Like I say, start out, sort of 1.5%, 2%, see how you go on. And then take it from there. Have a load it, iron it, add a little bit more, add some sweet cream to it, make it a little bit sweeter, or bit of custard to it, something like that. And you'll see, just play around.
Yeah,
And
it'll
see
all
where
make
you
come
like
together
it.
in the end, won't it?
Pippa's saying, damn, of course you do. Because you're a genius. You're a wizard, Harry.
Yes.
So, right, we will, before we go on, Jay is putting a little bit of a thing in there for the World Vapors Alliance petition. It takes you about 3 or 4 minutes to go sign it, have a look through it. Anybody can do it. Just go in, have a read of it. It's just a little petition that's going on. So take your time, have a look at that, sign it, and get a bit more momentum for it. Share it out and everything. That'll be absolutely fantastic. So the link is in there. He's putting it in. So yeah. Pepper, black pepper with some, because you get a black pepper with strawberry. It's quite nice. Doesn't taste of pepper.
Yeah, it's a trick a lot of chefs do to actually bring out the taste that make the strawberries a lot riper.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just come out with a pepper vape.
Pepper vape, yeah.
I mean, flavor. Someone come out with new Capella pepper.
Well, there is a black pepper in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
So yeah, so you can't. There is a black pepper out there. Try a little bit in it.
So you could just throw that in if you like pepper.
Yeah. Shrek saying he always puts some smooth in with his TFA. Vic B.
Hook's message was deleted by the Google moderator team.
Oh.
What did he post?
Ooh.
So when did the Google moderator become my flipping spanner? Why did my spanner get my spanner? That's a bit cheeky, isn't it? Oh, the Irishman put up. I'll have to check that out. If you drop your link in, you can't drop your link in chat. Does any? Right. I don't know, Jay. I don't know what link you put in. By the looks of it, it was to the Facebook there. It's in. I noticed it went in earlier. Yeah, if you want to tell us what your name is, the Vaping Irishman, click on it. We might be able to drop your link in chat. Go over and have a look. No idea, mate, because I saw Vaping Truckers link in earlier on, and I don't know why moderator decided that they didn't like what you said. I didn't know they were watching. Thank you very much, Google moderator, for watching and keep an eye on chat. Thank you. I will give you a spanner next time.
Well, they've let it stay this time for a little while.
Shall I call up Papa's Papa Chigley's recipe?
Yeah.
So again, from last week's show, rhubarb and strawberry ice cream.
Nice.
Now, Papa Chigley is pouring out some really amazing looking mixes lately. I've got one of his that I need to mix up this week. It's his apricot sorbet, I think it is. So I picked up some Flavor West yogurt for that. So because that was the only one I was missing. But yeah, for this recipe we got clotted cream fudge from Cupcake World at 2.5%, SSA ice cream vanilla at 3%, 1% milk from FA, Solabarome rhubarb at 2%. I know Papa loves his rhubarbs, and I think the Solabarome is one of his favorite ones. 1.5% strawberry gummy candy from Wonder Flavors, 0.5% of sweet coconut, and 1.5% whipped cream.
Sounds nice as that rhubarb and strawberry.
Yeah, that clotted cream fudge is excellent in custards, ice creams, things like that to actually really thicken up the mouthfeel on there.
Right.
So that's actually going to be, it looks like it's going to be a really nice, thick vanilla ice cream with slightly tart rhubarb, backed up with slightly syrupy strawberry from the strawberry gummy candy. The sweet coconut at 0.5%. I'm assuming he's used that just to add that extra little bit of creaminess to it, without that coconut really coming through. And then the 1.5% whipped cream. That looks really good.
Yeah, it looks good as that. Looks. Thank you very much. Oh, look at that. He's even put.
Yeah, he always puts a lot of notes down as well.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you very much for giving us a mention as well. Thank you.
Does it say what the coconut adds some smoothness? Yeah.
Milk cafe to boost the dairy notes. Yeah, that looks really, really well thought out.
Very nice. Very nice. Right, so it is The Irishman, and he's done his first one. So yeah, go check out, have a type in, see. I would think that you have to put The Irishman vape to it come up, because if you just put The Irishman, it probably brings everybody up in the world. Oh, he's been attacked again. Is Jay? They don't like you, that Google moderators today, mate.
Yep, Jay, I don't know what you're doing wrong, but you maybe put it in left-handed next time.
Yeah. Night Shake, catch you later, buddy. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you've done to upset him.
Unless it's where the same link is going in within a certain time period.
Right, might be. Yeah, you might be spamming it too much. You might be spamming too much.
Yeah. I mean, Nightbot's getting away with whatever, so you know.
Externally, when it won't link into channels externally, Nightbot could still link to shops and things like that.
Wait, it's you just done that again. That wasn't even a different link to Papa's recipe.
I'll put in the full link now in there and see.
No, it's not that, Jay. I'm just saying that I know he's saying, "Geez, man, just supporting this." I know you are, mate, but I think it's just that it looks like Google moderators going, someone's spamming here.
Yeah,
that's what I think it is, mate. I don't know.
So sure luck, put it in. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I put the full link in instead of the short URL, just in case Google for some reason don't like the short URLs.
It could be that. Yes, it could be that. Yeah, they might think it's pornography.
Possible.
Which, well,
no, yours
did
been
yours
deleted now.
Yours got taken, and so did Hook's again. So I guess for the time being, you may want to stop, because you're going to overload Google, and they're going to end up shutting chat off.
Craig Boundy, all that, mate. No idea what's going on tonight.
Yeah,
no idea. This is what we're. Yeah, have a pee and a beer and be back in a minute. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. No idea what's going on there that he's kicking them out. This is what we're on about on Sunday show about censored. Yeah. Google at the moment are being so pedantic with stuff.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? Red, you all right, buddy?
Yep.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with Google at the moment. It's like you can't even say boo, move out and fucking moderating you and banning. People having strikes for mentioning about the C and the V. Yeah. ST Vapes had a show struck for mentioning that.
Mm-hmm. Which the C and the V he's mentioning there are basically related to things that cause illnesses in people and things of that nature, not the other C and the V that we at first thought.
Yeah, no. It's a pandemic and the relief for it.
Yes.
That's fucking ridiculous, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he's going to try this 510. It's not going to make any difference. Hook. They did Liam's also. So it's not liking the links that you're putting in. Yeah.
Well, I've noticed
that put it in and did the same thing to him. Yeah.
Oh, he's got no spanner on that one. Sorry, mate.
Good. That'll work great. That way you can't get hacked. Yeah.
Yeah, Facebook groups are being shut. There's all sorts. It's absolutely been. It's unbelievable at the moment. But then I can go on and I can see what we're on about. People with guns, firing guns, talking about bongs, things like that. Do you know what I mean? And it's just world gone mad.
There's certain things that that they're really hitting hard, especially Facebook's always been a little about things and everything, and so there's different stuff you just can't. There's George Carlin years ago had the 8 words or whatever you couldn't say on TV, and I think that basically what it's getting down to now is we have to come back with another one, the ones you can't say on YouTube or Google or whatever.
Yeah, it's really strange what's going on.
It removed full moons as well.
Yeah,
and
right.
that was for a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
No idea what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, basically what's happened is people have got so carried away, posting crap that they feel like now they have to come out and police everything. And the problem is 90% of what they're trying to police is not what they're really after, I don't think, But since they're doing it with computers, they can't distinguish what's good and what's not. And,
yeah, it's just, I don't know. Craig Brown said he got banned. No, it's just got to be so careful what you say. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Do you know?
Yeah. I think basically, you notice Graham's not here, and all of a sudden, all this stuff's happening. I think Graham's at home doing this.
Yeah, it's Graham. That's what it is. It's not the Google. He's changed his name to the Google moderator, hasn't he? And he's kicking everybody. We know what you're doing, Graham. Yeah. We know what you're doing. So it's big tobacco reporting us, probably. Yeah.
The daft thing is the fact that this is a channel for adults. All of the Facebook groups are for adults,
right?
Because I know I admin a couple of them, and we're pretty strict on check to make sure that everybody is of legal age. So I don't understand, because kids aren't going to see it, because kids aren't going to get in there.
But yet Nightbot is continuing to put the stuff in, and nothing's being done to Nightbot.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what Uck's put on there. Google's a Karen, Google's a Karen, definitely. You can have tits, yeah. Oh, don't know what's going on. So so that's it. Well, we're having a teaching Bill a lesson. There you go. He's popped in. Speak of the devil. He couldn't resist it, could he?
I know we could get him up out of this chair.
Get him up. Get him up out of bed. Well, if you do check out the sponsor at the top of the just at the top there, it is Andy from Best U.K E-liquid.
Still up there.
Yeah, it's better still be up there. There's no giveaway this week because obviously he's supporting Vaping Trucker, so we will talk about that in a second. So there's no giveaway, unfortunately. But he is doing, if you order from his site and put in Vape Show, you will get a free 100ml bottle of your choosing. But that is if you purchase something. If you go over to his website at the moment, there's 30% off.
Mm-hmm. So that's a real good deal. 30% off and a free 100ml by putting in Vape Show.
Vape Show, yeah. Capital letters, Vape Show. So go over, try and out some of his net tobaccos. I quite like his lemon cheese. His new lemon curd is quite nice as well. So yeah, go over, show some love. Maybe pick up a couple of bottles of his net tobaccos. Like I say, if you do put in Vape Show, you will get a free 100ml bottle.
Sam, that though.
Frank Snowman saying how... Oh. Vaping Ivan, just missed that. Vaping Ivan said, let's keep the vape related, so breast milk concentrate lol. I think that was from, what is it? Vapors Are Us, their condensed milk. Oh my God. Frank Snowman saying, how close to a real recipe can you build an e-juice? E.g., fruit cream scented chocolates are made with syrup, icing sugar, and maybe meringue powder. Could you do same with concentrates? you're gonna get the taste of it, but you're not gonna get the sort of mouth sort of feel for some of it, are you? Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
It's
Yeah, and it's the way that they are as well, because they're artificial flavors. They're not going to work quite the same as if you actually had the actual foods and mixed them together.
you did the carrot though, didn't you, in the Oasis?
Yeah.
Because it has carrot in it. So you can, with a drink sort of thing, you could probably do with what is it, with the food sort of side of it. I think you're just getting, you're building like the flavour of it rather than, you know, they put ice and sugar in it and things like that, and, you know,
Yeah.
things to make it thicken up so you get the crunch and things like that.
Yeah.
You can't sort of do that, but you can build it so you get the essence of it, you know.
You get the mental,
Yeah, the mental picture.
right, image of it, but basically you don't get the actual feel. I have had this discussion with Graham also, basically, that you can't taste crunch, and he says you can. So
It's all to do with how we taste.
Yeah.
And the taste bringing forward memories.
Mhm.
So when you remember how that flavor tasted, you then actually get that crunch texture because your mind is filled in that blank.
Yeah.
My problem is most of my memories is tasting something like, ew, this tastes like shit. So then I have this memory of stuff tasting like shit. So then basically I'm vaping it. I'm like, oh, this tastes like shit.
So yeah, you can build sort of a recipe around, but you're probably not gonna get the sort of exact sort of feel for it.
Yeah,
You know,
I think the key with if you're looking at a food recipe and you're going to be building a vape based on that food recipe, is look at the actual end product, not what actually goes into the recipe itself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to make a pie crust, you have flour, butter, and all of those things to make the pie crust. Mixing those together as artificial flavors, you're not going to get a pie crust, but you can go and buy a pie crust flavor.
yeah, you can. It's not that good. I've used it. I did it on my thing. I used TFA pie crust for the jam tart with some golden butter.
Hey, wait.
And I've got to let you, Steve, I've only did it 2 days, and it's not that clever. Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm not going to use this TFA pie. It's giving me sort of a burnt sort of taste to it. I was talking about before front of the show.
In some cases, you may, it's like it's one of those things where when you're eating something, which back to the cream, but you're thinking, you know, when I eat strawberry shortcake, I like my shortcake in there. I like the strawberries with that nice, you know, syrupy stuff on them. And then I like just a boatload of whipped cream on it. And you can't, when you're mixing it, you can't try to mix your percentages according to how much you like whichever one of those. When you do that, you can get in trouble. If you really like the whipped cream, you can't think, well, I'll put a bunch of whipped cream in and that will give me more of a whipped cream flavor with all of this other stuff. The flavorings do not work that way. You still have to keep the percentages. In some cases, you're going to get more of a flavor by keeping some percentages low than you are by raising them up. And it's trial and error to find out.
Michelle's saying it can be used, lol, the TPA, trust me. Yeah, I only had a play around with it. I thought I'll have a play around. I fancied a raspberry tart rather than a strawberry tart. But I don't have a lot of raspberries. I only had syrup and sweet raspberry. So it was all right. I put a little bit of Subaru strawberry jam in to give it a bit of a jammy taste. And then use the whipped cream, the new whipped cream. For the top, and also for the base I use some pie crust and some golden butter, but it's only been a day and I think it's going to take a while for it to settle down. It's just
Be at least a week, that.
Yeah, it's going to do. Yeah, I've put it in my cupboard. It's left in there just to darken off a little bit. We'll see what it turns out after that. So yeah, Frank Sommer said I left it in the oven too long. Knowing me, I don't even know if I've had pizza earlier. I think I've might have left that on. I don't know.
Won't you?
yeah, I'd be right. I don't think I have. Pippa's saying that she got banned from Facebook. Oh, I didn't realise that 510 episode 16 got banned in 4 countries for using a jingle. It was Cuba, Syria, Iran, and North Korea.
Yeah, and that means all those vapor snows countries are gonna have a hard time.
Rocky Tooney's put a link, if you can find he's put it up on ELR with some sweet cream. It's a good choice. If you can have a look at that, Bobo.
What's that?
Liam Pippa has asked you the teacher.
Hero cream with a hero cake concentrated in which one will dominate at what percentage, and build the recipe from there. Yeah, that's a good way of building the recipe, is to get your main flavor and then pair it with a slight accent and then play around from there. Start tweaking it until you get to version 74, and then they just start tweaking it, playing around with the percentages to actually find out what flavor comes through more until you're happy with it.
Frank's saying, what is the panel's guess on the pastry in Crimson Seed? Mate, if I could nail that Crimson Seed, he's banging. I'm going to have to play around because I don't know what he uses in it, but it's a banging flavour. I've got his new one here as well. I've got his meringue. He sent me meringue out. So he's got a lemon meringue, which I haven't tried yet. It only came yesterday. So yeah, I have got his lemon meringue to do a review on. He's doing one steeped with nicotine in for a week and one non-steeped to add a nick shot, so I can compare to see which is which. So I can say, look, leave it for a week with your nick shot in, and it's going to taste, one off at bat. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying them. I ain't got about the only just come. That was a nice little gift box, like he normally does. There you go.
Smart, that.
And the one on the left-hand side. Oops. Can't get it on the box. So apparently the one on the left is nicked up and steeped. The other one's not. So I'm looking forward to giving them a try. Get a review up when I can. As soon as I can. So
Shall I share your
yeah, you can
your
share that if you want.
apple bake?
Yeah.
Okay,
Which one are you doing first?
The apple bake.
The apple bake. So I was having a play around last month with some one-on-one apple strudel, and I found it a little bit lacking of the pastry side of things, and a little bit short on the cinnamon. So I added a little bit of cinnamon Danish swirl to it, and some croissant, and a little bit of vanilla cream, vanilla swirl, sorry, to make it like a not quite an ice cream, but not quite a cream. And yeah, it's there. It does taste like an apple strudel now. You've got the flake, because when you get an apple strudel, it's like a flakiness in it. You get the flaky sort of pastry sort of things, and it's nice. I've got to say, first one I'm going to say, I'll put some notes on it and things like that, but I just sort of left it to a while, but that's been like over a month, and yeah, I'll definitely mix some more up and thinking, but that's just a simple little mess around put together. Apple strudel giving me first base, because that would already mix as an apple strudel, and then but I wanted some more pastry to it. Yeah, so I don't know.
Do you want me to jump onto the summer punch?
Yeah, you can do. I only did this the other day. So I just wanted a little bit of a summary, because it was quite warm yesterday, and I wanted a little bit of a summary one, and I wanted some cactus, so I pushed the cactus a little bit high, because everybody uses it around just as an announcement, but I wanted that cactus because it gives you that citrusy sort of feel to it, and I put a little bit of lemon lime capping for the citrus, and then I wanted some coconut in it, but I didn't want like a normal. I wanted a bit candy sweetish, because I think that coconut candy is quite nice. It's really. What do you think of that, Liam? Coconut candy?
I don't think I've ever actually tried the coconut candy.
It's not. It's like a sweet coconut, like a really, really sweet coconut.
Is it? Is it like the? Is it like a desiccated coconut
Yes,
that you'd have on those marshmallow?
yes. It's like a sweet,
Yeah.
really sweet. It's a really sweet one. And then I put some pineapple in, and I wanted the apricot. I didn't want the golden pineapple and the sweet mango forward. I wanted the apricot forward for a change. So yeah, I went a bit heavy on the apricot and slipped back with the mango. And yeah, it's quite
That
nice. Is
coconut
that?
candy's lovely, isn't it?
What's that?
That coconut candy's lovely.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think it's really, really nice. I do.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's really, really nice. Rocky Tunic says he gets choco in coconut candy. I didn't get that. I get quite a nice sweet, like I don't know how to say it.
Desiccated.
Desiccated, yes. Desiccated.
Decimated, yes.
Yeah. So, All Pippa saying she needs to revisit the apple strudel. Have you ever tried Diva? No, I haven't tried Diva. I will get some. Try that one. Yeah, Fulmer, I can't get on Twitter while I'm doing show, mate. So I'll put it up for next week. They're saying Benny's been mixing. Hallelujah. Yeah, I had a little play around. So yeah, if you want to have a look at that apple strudel, have a play. I think it's turned out with a croissant, give it a little bit of a flakiness, breadiness feel to it. I thought, yeah, it's quite nice. I quite like that. And the fruit punch, I wanted, because the cactus, they do cactus Jackie and cactus punch does, what's it called? Just had Nick. Someone does it on there, and I tasted that there, and it's quite cactus forward. And I thought, I'll try that. So I just put the anywhere the cactus a little bit higher than what's recommended, and just see what comes out. But no, it's quite nice.
Hook's still trying and they're still moderating.
Fucking hell.
Papa Jiggly saying SSA apple strudel. Yeah, well, I got one-on-one just when they all came out, just to try it out. So yeah. No, it didn't stick, mate. It didn't stick. So I know that we had to have a question. Right.
Yeah, Hook asked what
Yeah.
fruits we put together, play around with together.
I did a passion fruit. I think it was something like a passion fruit, apple, and something else that didn't turn out too bad. Passion
Well,
fruit's
that
quite
last
nice.
one, you put like 9 fruits in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pineapple, apricot.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, it's not like I don't know why.
Yeah.
I give up. Take away. Take away a spanner. I just think they're having a fucking hissy fit this week. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Nightbot's all right. Nightbot.
It's on. I was watching a show. It's been a few months back, but where everybody was saying you can't put links in, and everybody was trying, and they were getting knocked out. And I don't know, maybe every now and then it just kind of does a thing, but because I think it was it on? I don't know. You guys, didn't you all do the Northern Union Vape Show one night, and people had a problem getting some links in and stuff? Because it seemed like we had went on the late night vape show right after and we're talking about it. So that's why I thought might have been some of the stuff was happening on yours, and you all were discussing the fact that everybody that day was having problems putting links in for some reason.
Yeah. It seems to do that. It seems a lot of people. Nightbot seems all right because of an external source.
Yeah.
And they don't seem to pick up on that. But if someone types it in, it does seem to pick it up all the time. And I don't know why. Sometimes they just go off on one. No idea why it gets like that. I don't know.
I just looked up my recipe now that I thought I used wild berry gummy candy. I owe Pippa an apology. I didn't actually use blackberry with it. I used the plum.
Ah, there you go. He hadn't used BlackBerry. He's lying. He was lying to us.
That's right.
Sack him.
It's a damn red microphone that'll make you lie.
Yeah, Fuji Apple does make things pop. Rather than I don't really find it as a. Oh, Stuart's in. See if he gets done.
Yeah, Stuart, we'll see if yours makes it.
Yeah,
but
see if yours makes it,
so
mate.
far,
If he makes it in, it don't get removed.
yeah,
He's not going to be happy.
Hook's going to be mad at Stuart.
Oh,
Yep,
there we
went.
go.
The moderator
There we
got you.
go. There we go. Stuart, the man himself, the Nightbot of
When Stuart can't get it in, that's
no
it.
one can get it in. Yeah, it's not you, Glenn. It's if Stuart can't get a link in there, then we're Google's being fuckheads. Yeah,
Because Rachel in chat was talking about simple recipes, like 3-4 flavors,
yes.
just to show that you don't have to use tons of flavorings or anything like that to make a recipe. Even though I've been mixing a while now, and I think I'm a decent mixer, I always struggle with if I'm trying to do 3-2-1 recipes, which is it seems to become the trend. I always struggle to get a good 3-2-1 recipe. I think it was because I was just limiting myself too much with having to do a 3%, 2%, 1%.
Yeah.
So I've been messing around with nice, easy flavors. And I'll just share this one now. This is wild. I called it Punch and Wild because, as you all know, I'm great with names. So I just went with this one, Hawaiian Punch with wild berries. Nice 3 flavors, 5% total flavor as well. So cheap as chips to mix up, and it's got a lot of flavor to it. That plum with the wild berry gummy candy darkens it up a little bit. Works really well. If you like your fruits, that one of the flavors plum is definitely worth picking up. And then the Hawaiian Punch, then, because it's already like a complex flavor, so you've already got the orange. There's a very slight guava to it. There's a little bit of mango in there, I think. So because it's already got a mix of fruits in there, you don't have to go massively complicated to get a nice complex recipe.
Just a second, Jay, put it in again. Put that link in again for us. The one for Chucker, please.
Tommy V saying try it without the name.
Yeah, no. You see, yeah, it is hard to get a 3 flavor banger. It is hard to get that.
Especially depending if you're trying to do a 3 flavor one and you've got like, say, a cake and a fruit and, something of that nature, because the fruit just, in a lot of cases, doesn't want to hang around or doesn't want to come up enough. You just about have to go, if you're going to do something of that nature, you have to do at least a couple of like things in there that will complement each other. If you don't, it just can't get 3 different bases in there.
Yeah, they've all got to be blended. You can't with that few flavors at such low percentages. You can't get blends and balances and that if they're completely contrasting flavors, can you?
No. It's already gone, Hooked. You're counting way too late.
Getting hammered there, though, aren't we?
Yeah, just carry on. I'm just doing some stuff here.
Yeah.
Just keep chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why Google moderator team are actually removing all these links. But yeah, I think, as you said, Hooked, no more links. Just in case Google end up having a hissy.
Yeah, because after a certain amount of time, when Google moderators, Google's going to end up coming back saying, "Why did we have so many hits on this show?" And then they're going to start
looking into it a bit more.
Yeah, I think if I was going to do like say a cake, a custard, and an ice cream, you might be able to get away with something along those lines because you've got smooth as long as you keep it within a certain profile. But you can't do like a cake, custard, and a strawberry because, as we all know, strawberry by itself, one at a not very high, even if you taste the strawberry on day one, by the time day 3 rolls around, you ain't tasting it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with something like TFA strawberry ripe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dollar Roach is saying, how high do you use toasted marshmallow and cat blue raspberry cotton candy? Toasted marshmallow, not too high.
Yeah, about 1.5% max. The blue raspberry cotton candy, I've actually used up to 10%, but that was as a standalone flavor. That was literally on its own. In a mix, I'd say probably around about 4%.
Rocky Tooney says he's done a 3 flavor. Can you find him on ELR? Because he's done a recipe on ELR.
Yep.
A recipe for us. We'll bring that up. The one what I was looking at. Pippa said Liam is a great mixer. Why? He does a truckload of single flavour testing and notes. He's greater than that though because he shares the knowledge. He does share the knowledge, that's why we have him on the show, for his wonderful knowledge.
But it'll cost you because then you got to go out and buy the flavors.
yeah.
Buy them all.
I've got Rocky's recipe.
All right.
See, my setup now is a lot faster.
Yeah, it's great. Is that? Yeah, like lightning.
Yeah, we hardly recognize you.
So
what have you done with him?
I'll just share this with Rocky's. So he's called it rooted and tooting with Benny.
Look at that. We don't even have to mess around.
That's right. It just pops up. We don't have to say, let's wait for it.
Yeah, I'll go and make a cup of tea and everything else while it's waiting to share screen. So we've got 3% of root beer float gummy candy, 2% sweet cream, and 2.5% tutti frutti.
Very nice. That
So
sounds
the root and tooty. Yeah.
That was really interesting choice, Rocky. With the pairing the tutti frutti with the root beer. I can see it working well though.
Yeah, no, it looks nice as that. I'll have to we'll have to have a look at that and mix it up.
Yeah.
So, do you like root beer? I used to love root beer from McDonald's.
I've never been into root beer.
You've not had a root beer?
I have tried it, but it's
Yeah, I don't like root beer either, but I've found that some root beers seem to have wintergreen in.
All right, yeah.
And it's the wintergreen I don't like.
I can drink, excuse me, I can drink root beer. I like a good glass of cold root beer, but I can't vape it.
Right.
But it's similar with coffee. I love coffee, and I struggle vaping coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah, Gaddafi.
No, it looks good. That. Thank you very much, Rocky. I might have to get that and get some flavour and mix that up and have a little try of that. It looks really nice. Is that root beer float gummy candy? I think that came out in the last batch, didn't it?
Yeah, it's a really nice flavour. For someone that doesn't actually like root beer, it hasn't got the wintergreen notes that I don't like.
Yeah, you're saying that, yeah.
Yeah, it is really nice. Not quite so much candy to me though, to be honest, because of it's got a very, very slight gummy on the end. One of the flavors normally do their candies really well. You can tell they're candies, but this one does seem to lean more towards the actual beverage with a very slight candy twist.
No,
it'd be nice if they like sweet and beverage ones though, won't it, rather than the candy recipe.
Yeah. You could lift up that candy just by adding in some jelly candy. Or Mollenberry have also got a jelly candy as well, which is really good. So you just lift that up, just a little bit with those. to use it in a candy in a candy recipe. But yeah, if I wanted a root beer, if I wanted to make anything root beer, one of the flavors would be the one I'd reach for now.
Yeah, no, it does look nice. I like to say root beer is quite up my street. Rockatuna likes wintergreen, but not licorice. I don't like licorice at all.
I don't either.
No. Licorice is a scumbag.
Yeah, I'm the only one on the panel that does like licorice.
Yeah, I don't know if Graham. I don't think Graham's a huge fan, but I think he said something about he tried something not long ago that had some in it and actually was able to vape it or something. But
Oak saying I should get some root beer. No idea what it is. We don't really have it in over there in what is it, Holland?
Yeah.
It is. It's a bit like a Germaline. I'll tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like Germaline.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's straight up Germaline.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
it
what
tastes
it's
like.
like a gerbil to me. Of course, I've never eaten a gerbil, but root beer doesn't.
Gerbil, Germaline. Do you not have Germaline over there?
It's
I don't
an
know what germaline is. No.
An antiseptic cream.
Oh,
It's pink. It's
Yeah,
pink, and you
okay.
put it on cuts.
oh, okay. Well, why would you eat it if you put it on cuts?
What if when you get a cut on the inside of your lip?
Oh, so like a paper cut on your tongue or something. It's when you're licking the envelope and it's
Netherlands, yeah. I couldn't get the word out with NL. I had to sort of think what NL was about. But I'm going to call it Deutschland.
sarsaparilla. Yeah. Now, see, the thing here is sarsaparilla is kind of like it's. I don't know. It's but root beer has a unique taste to it. It's almost like a medicine-y Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's
Germaline?
yeah.
That'd basically be what I would put it up as.
Yeah. It is, but it's Germaline.
Yeah, I mean, root,
Okay. Yeah.
root beer and sarsaparilla both use the same ingredient, which is sassafras fruit.
Sassafras.
Yeah,
That's the fact.
but yeah, I think the American one has the wintergreen in, whereas the Australian one doesn't.
And that's where you get the medicine-y flavors, the winter
Yeah.
grape.
Yeah.
Basically what it comes down to. I don't get a licorice note in root beer, Rocky. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, why'd they call it a root beer?
for me? All right. If I drink a root beer when I go out sometime now, and I start tasting licorice, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna hunt you down, Rocky Tooney.
I would go for either a little bit of brandy, Papa Chigley. He's asked what flavor to use for the alcohol part of Cointreau. So I go either for brandy or something more neutral like the Vape Train vodka.
Yeah. I think you can get a Cointreau as well, can't you? Can you get Cointreau?
I
Probably.
may have seen there's a mixer up there that uses a lot of flavors that seem to be hard to get. I'm sure he's used Cointreau. I can't think of where it's from. Possibly SA or somebody like that.
Yeah, you could do that. Could try a little bit. I don't know, not a lot of what is it? Luck with the alcohol flavors. They sort of start off tasting really, really nice, and then just taste shit.
You're better off just throwing concentrates into vodka.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
With super sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Loads and loads of super sweet.
Oh.
Oh man.
No, well, it's coming up to Christmas soon again, isn't it? So.
Jesus Christ, man,
Pippa
yeah.
saying licorice and banana flavors are good friends. Don't knock it till you tried it.
No, keep the licorice.
Yeah, I mean, I could see where banana might be able to mellow the licorice out some, maybe. Or, if you put in, say, the licorice at 0.001 and the banana at like 5%, may not be too bad.
Just put the licorice on the side and just have the banana.
You just like wave the licorice over the bottle. You don't actually score it in the end. You just kind of wave it over it and then.
Wanking saying, anyone got an orange dirty Shirley recipe? I don't know what a dirty Shirley is, to be honest.
I don't know either, but that sounds almost like I'm not even going to go there.
I'm assuming like a Shirley Temple, but with alcohol.
Yeah. Hey, sailor, you want a dirty Shirley?
So, right, I've set up Nightbot, so we'll talk about seeing it's just popped in there. It's Vaping Truckers GoFundMe.
Okay.
So if you'd like to donate, please do so. Basically, there is a big 24-hour stream going on with nearly every mixer about all over. It's got across 3 countries. There is going to be a load of mixers on there. Everybody's involved with it. So it's all the mixers just to help Vaping Trucker out. He has a show that mixing helping mixers, and he's got cancer. So they're all clubbing together. We're all trying to help his family out and everything, just to make it a little bit easier for him. So there's going to be a live 24-hour stream. It is, like I say, across 3 countries. So it's going to be America, UK, Europe, Europe, we'll count that as one, and Australia. So there is going to be shows on all through the 24 hours. Liam knows a little bit more. Graham knew more about it because he's been in the meeting, but Graham knows a little bit more.
It starts on the 7th of May. Runs right the way through to the 8th. There's actually quite a lot of prizes on there. I'm not too sure how we're actually going to go about whether it's going to be donations on the show or by some other means, but there will be quite a lot of prizes up for grabs. And for the UK side of it, we've actually got Best Sig Liquid, E-liquid flavor concentrates on board. We also have the e-cig shop and quite a few more as well. Some really generous vendors out there that have reached into their pockets and have donated to the cause so that we can actually raise money for Mike. I believe with the US, they've got quite a lot of prizes as well secured that might just be for the US, but there are also some really big prizes towards the end, I believe.
I know Andy's from what is it? He's doing all his net tobaccos, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's why he's not doing a giveaway.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's going to do a big giveaway on the Vaping Truckers fundraiser. So as far as I know, he's giving like all his tobacco.
Yeah, there will literally be thousands of pounds worth of prizes given away.
Right. And basically also there will be a lot of good moderators. It should be a real interesting day, 24-hour period. Yeah. I mean, it should be a lot of fun. It should also, there should be a lot of content. Basically it's just something to look forward to. Even when you add it all together, it should be a really good experience, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pippa saying the Australia have quite a big prize pool accumulating as well. I know Simon is actually putting up one of his custom-made mods, which uses a LiPo battery. So that will actually go up to 800 watts.
Fucking hell.
Right.
But it's a really nice build as well, and it's going to be one of one as well. So there will only be it will just be one-off design on that box as well.
So yeah, a nice mouth to lung coil in there, and
I know I'm throwing in them a kit and 400 ml of juice as well into the trash.
There you go. Benji said, I don't enter fundraisers half the time. It's a scam. I can assure you it's not a scam on this one, mate.
No.
How much can we say about him? Can we?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. All I will say is Mike, the cancer he's got is very, very aggressive.
Right. Yeah.
And it's becoming harder for him and his partner every day. And being based in the US, because of the way the health system works,
Right.
it's putting a lot of financial stress on them, which they don't need at this time.
Right. And Mike does not live that far away from me, basically. And in this particular instance, also, he has been on a show or two. He was on the show after this is so no, this is not this is all definitely legit and up and up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I say, it is a fundraiser. But like I say, over in America, they have to pay for your medical bills and everything, which becomes quite expensive. Does cancer treatment? It's not just a drop in ocean in that. It is a big.
Yeah, until you reach basically 65 and are able to get on something that doesn't. I mean, it still costs you, but it's a little better for you once you get to that point. But it's still not great.
Yeah, and all of the money raised will go to Mike and his partner.
Yeah, so it is for a good cause. Like I say, it's mixers helping mixers, basically. So all mixers have come together. There's going to be other people there. Can't tell you exactly who's going to be on the shows yet, because we obviously don't know. It's not all been finalised yet, so can't tell you that. It is going to be on Wayne Walker's DIY or Die channel. It's all going to be on there. Like I say, we're proud to be part of it. It is, to be recognised that we've been invited on to one of the biggest things that's going on, which is absolutely fantastic.
And it's going to bring out the best in the vaping community. You're going to get the chance to see, instead of all of the little bit, it's all going on and everything. This will be an opportunity to see the best in the vaping community that you can see. And that's really what it's all about. You're going to get a chance to see good people doing good things. It's basically what it comes down to.
But like I say, you don't have to donate. It's totally up to yourselves. You can just share the link out for us. If other people might want to do. Some people don't give fun things like that. But if you want to do, no pressure. You don't have to do. You don't have to give. It's totally up to yourself. It's just there. And if you can't give, because obviously we know that it's times like this with what's been on with the sea, that people are financially struggling. If you can't, just share the link out wherever you can, and obviously someone who can may want to do so. No pressure to do it. No one's telling you to do it. No one's saying you have to do it. You can still watch the shows. You can still join in, but just share the link out.
It's basically it's totally up to each individual as far as what you're doing and how far what you want to do and everything else. There isn't any pressure to do anything or whatever else. Like I said, even if nothing else, just going to watch the show and enjoy the show should still be worth it, and just to contribute in whatever way you feel comfortable doing. That's all.
Yeah, there's no pressure at all. Do you know what I mean? It is there. So it's totally up to yourself. You come in at shows and share the link out, get people in. That'd be absolutely fantastic.
Yep. If you can get Google to let you share the link out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it has. It should be.
Yeah. Oh, it is on Nightbot. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I put it in. That's why I put it in Nightbot. Yeah. So yeah, it should be coming up in Nightbot. I did put it in a bit late.
We've been getting it on Nightbot hooked. You don't need to. It won't stay up when you put it in.
You can give it a go. There you go. It's there. If you want to see that, that is the Facebook page. Quick, click on there, right quick, because we get to about 2, and it goes.
Yeah, we're at the 89.
There we go. We got to 3. It's getting even quicker.
Yeah. And we're at that time.
We are at that time. So just on that last note, we will go around and say our goodbyes. We will go to Bobo.
Thank you very much for joining. It's been sound once I got over my technical difficulties at the beginning.
Oh, that thing's gone that said you were talking before. That's gone now.
Yeah, because before I was having me audio come through my computer because I had all my microphone and that set up and it never worked in the end. But thank you very much for joining us. There's 45 people still in the chat and only 30 thumbs up. Hit the little thumb up, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And I will pass it over to the chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad. Thanks, people, for stopping by and everybody's input, and Spanners for giving it that old college try to get a link in. You know, really appreciate that.
Let's see if they ban me. I've just put it in now.
Yeah. And you can catch me on the Late Night Vape Show on Sunday nights, basically, and here on Wednesdays. And I will throw it down to Liam.
Yeah, thank you everybody in chat. You've been great as always. Always coming up with questions for us to answer or puzzle over. And thanks to Benny as well for running this show.
No problems.
And you can find me on most of the DIY Facebook groups. Or you can hit me up on Facebook and Sherlock Holmes Mixing, or Instagram Sherlock Holmes Mixing. And you can get my one-shots from Chef's Flavors as Twisted Imagination and Sherlock Holmes, as well as at DIYFlavorchaser.com. And if you haven't had enough of me, you can get more of me on the OGA show on Wednesdays at midnight, as well as the Vaping Community Show on the Homegrown Alchemy channel on Saturday at 11 p.m. And I will pass you over to Benny.
And Benny, yours stayed, but Stuart's got knocked out right after it, and he put the same thing in. So
yeah, so it must be all right for me to put it in. But no one else go. We'll have to remember that. I've put it in Nightbot now anyway, so next week it should come in and out. So so thank you very much everybody for joining us. Thank you very much for chat, always keeping us going. It's nice to have you interacting with us and, you know, asking questions. It keeps us going all the time, gives us something to talk about, and hopefully you learn a little bit and we learn a little bit. Thank you very much to my fellow casters. So Bill, Liam and Bobo, thank you very much for joining me week in, week out and being part of this show. Thank you very much for the Spanners for trying to do their job, but Google were being a bit of a twat tonight.
Hi on the replay.
And yeah, everybody on the replay, we don't forget you. We do. Big love to you out there. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you next week, same time. Hopefully we'll have Net back. We may have a guest on next week. We don't know yet. We'll see. But thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next Wednesday, same time, same channel. Bye for now.